episode of Six and Chill.
Well, cheers to that, girl.
Cheers to that.
Let's do this. Cheers. Sip,
Cheers.
sip. We're here today to discuss Valentines.
Another year, another Valentine. Somehow I expect that it's going to disappear, but here we are again. This is the single person in me talking.
Do you dread Valentine's Day?
You know, I used to dread Valentine's Day,
Why
to be
is that?
honest.
Mhm.
You know, because everywhere you go, you just see people all of a sudden who are always fighting in the background that you don't even see are in love now. And everywhere it's chocolate, it's flowers. Don't get me wrong, I'm not bitter. It's pretty and everything, but I mean, I don't have anybody to
do those things
I
for
don't
you?
I don't have anyone to do those things for me. But these days,
Yes.
I'm all about self-care and growing in myself. So I feel like being single is a privilege.
You know what? It can be, but I'm also happy for those who have found the love of their lives, which
Right.
is good and great for them. It just really sucks that on Valentine's Day, which has now been dubbed Singles Awareness Day, because that's when you really will know that you're truly single.
Exactly. That's when you know if you're really single or in a relationship. Because if your man is missing on Valentine's Day, boo-boo, you're the side chick.
No, you're the side chick. Actually, when they don't hit you
You're the
on
side
Valentine's
piece,
Day,
honey.
please know that you're the side piece. But on the other hand, remember when people used to go to work and then you'd watch everybody else. If you happen to be single, they happen to be getting all the flowers, flower
Exactly.
deliveries, they get the chocolates, they get all
Girl,
the
now
cute
we don't
things.
see it at work, we just see it on social media.
Well, thank goodness. I mean, not thank goodness, but most people work from home now, so it's made it a lot easier. But
It doesn't make it
but
easier.
social media,
Timeline.
social media has actually made it even worse because we're in that day and age where everybody's just always just watching everybody's highlight reel.
And everybody's trying to show their highlight day.
Yes, and everybody's so like content driven that even couples, they do things now for the gram. Like they may actually be fighting behind the scenes, but when that day comes, just like we see over Christmas, you see the families with their PJs and things, they're doing the same things for Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
So is it really true? If it is for you, well and good, and I'm happy for you, I really am. But I want to speak to the single ladies. I am single, you are single.
Right.
You know what? You should not actually feel bad on this day.
No, like I said, being single is a privilege to where I'm actually working on myself. You know, I always want a man who is this way or that way. You know, we all have our list or whatever it is that you expect from someone.
Okay.
But before I expect those things out of someone, am I those things?
Yes.
So instead of feeling like, oh my God, another single day, no, it's another privilege for me to work more on myself, take care of myself. So when Mr. Right comes, TikTok, I've been waiting. When Mr. Right comes, then, you know, I'll be the right one. So yeah, it's not that bad anymore.
It really shouldn't be that bad because it's actually an opportunity for you to, again, focus on yourself, be better, like just do all the things you need to do to get yourself in a position where you are truly ready for the things you're requesting.
Exactly.
Be those things as
Exactly.
well.
Self-care.
And you're not settling.
Right.
I think it's actually a great thing because you're not settling. Because if you fell under the pressure that everybody else falls into, like you have to be with someone, you have to do this and the other, you end up being unhappy.
True.
But guess what? Do you sleep soundly at night?
Ain't nobody cheating on me. I don't have to check on somebody at 3 a.m. You know, but you know what? Let me take that back. There are some people who are in relationships and they're still sleeping soundly at night. You know what I'm saying? So if you have the right partner, kudos to you.
Yes.
But I just feel like right now I sleep more soundly and even like the freedom that comes with it. I don't always have to check in with somebody by being single, like, oh, where are we going? What are we doing today? I mean, it's nice sometimes to have that, but I can literally just get up and go.
I feel like I have my time back.
Exactly.
I can control my time. Because I know when I'm dating, there's a tendency, not necessarily to lose myself, but you also have to think about the other person. You have to consider them and what they're doing and what they're up to. I don't have to talk to anybody, get
Guys, this is
approval
why
from
we are single.
anyone. maybe I've enjoyed being single for far too long,
Right.
but I really enjoy having that time. Which is the point where I'm with somebody, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, wow. Most of my time, not most of it, but you have to consider someone else.
No, but
And make space for
I
someone
feel
else.
with the right person,
It shouldn't feel like work.
It's just going to jail.
It shouldn't feel
It
like
should
work.
just jail. It
No,
should-
it
yeah.
is work because you still have to work at a relationship.
Exactly.
But at the same time, I'm glad that now with America and the entire world commercializing everything, we have a day such as Valentine's Day. And if you have no idea what Valentine's Day is, it's a day that was formed, I'm not sure by whom, it's a day to celebrate female friendships. It's a day for you to show your friends like love and affection, whether they're single or not. And it's usually a day before Valentine's Day. So you can
So it's kind of like a Friendsgiving.
it's Friendsgiving and Valentine's, almost similar to that actually, very similar concept. But it's still incredible because you still can, do those fun things for your friends.
Right.
Because I mean,
show love. The holiday, we try to make these holidays so much about like romance, which of course it is,
Yes.
but it's just about love. So I guess it's an amazing time to show the people that you love.
and you can show love in so many ways,
Right.
to little children, to the elderly who may actually need someone to just say a kind word to them and just show them just a little love. Like show everybody love, like throw it around like confetti if you must.
I like that.
Yeah.
Let's throw the love around like confetti.
Throw it around like confetti. It's beautiful. We all need love, and love is a beautiful thing, and you can get it whether you're single or not from people. So let's not start dreading Valentine's Day. It's a beautiful day.
Right.
Yes, it's not all about Cupid and the bow. It really isn't about all that. That's what society
Tell that to the gram.
and commercialization has done. But you know what? The gram is cute. I still want to see your cute couple pictures. Let me
I
see.
know.
I want something to aspire to. So it's okay. Keep posting away. I want to see those things.
So for people who are in relationships, in the beginning, it's always you're in the honeymoon stage. It's all love. It's all exciting, which is great. And if your relationship happens to be that way towards Valentine's, amazing for you. You're in the honeymoon stage.
I agree.
But what about those of you who have been in relationships for 10 years, 20 years, even 2 years? What are some of the ways that you keep the relationship still exciting?
And it's very important to have that conversation because things do get stale. In the beginning, everything is very exciting. You can barely keep your hands off each other. But after a while, you really get to know this person. You get to know exactly what move they're gonna make, and they obviously expect the same thing from you. So how do you keep it exciting and keep that element of surprise?
Well, first of all, I would say date nights, especially if you have kids.
Yes.
It's that time where you two just get to spend time, just the two of you, and reconnect, and find out all the time again and again why you fell in love in the first place.
I like that.
You
I
touch
like that.
bases. You talk about about everything and nothing. Date night should just be a time where you just get away from everything and it's just the two of you. And Valentine's gives you this perfect opportunity as well.
But if you're actually in a relationship, Valentine's Day should be every day. It should not be
It's
one
easy to
specific
say
day.
that, Sally. It's easy to say that, but life,
It's not
life
realistic.
is hectic.
It's
Life
not
is busy.
realistic.
But
I completely
Valentine's
understand
gives
that.
us this opportunity. Like, hey, if you haven't had date night in 2 years, pandemic,
But
it's time for you
why
to
you wait
have
until
this.
Valentine's Day to have the flowers and the chocolate and all the things you like sent to you?
Because life happens.
It should be done frequently.
That's
It shouldn't just be on Valentine's Day. Is how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So checking in with each other. That's very, very important to always be able to check in.
Is this on Valentine's or is this
No. This is throughout your relationship. Like you can decide what the frequency should be. Some people maybe want to check in once a week. You can do it maybe. It's up to you. Like you know your relationship best and what works for you. There's no cookie cutter way. But my suggestion is still to be able to check in with each other because you get an opportunity to say, you know what. This is what I really love about you. Or actually, you come from a place of wanting to receive. Like, don't just keep asking. You be like, hey, you ask your partner, how can I love you better? Where are the opportunities for us to grow?
When I was in a relationship, I'd like to share one of the things that I used to do.
What was that?
Me and my partner used to do to make sure that we're keeping in touch. Life is happening throughout the month.
Yes.
You have moments where are not positive, maybe you have like a little argument here and there. And sometimes when you have a fight, or when you try to address issues in the heat of the moment, you just end up making things worse.
True.
So whenever something would happen that wasn't positive, we would take a time out. At the end of every month, we would sit together, we would go for a date night, and then we would have a conversation in a safe space.
Yes.
Moods are low, everything has already happened, so you've kind of calmed down, you've thought about the situation. And most of the time we would find that when we are having the review of the month,
Yes.
the things that really bothered you in that moment didn't even matter anymore. When you would actually nitpick,
Yes.
you've already calmed down, and when you come to do the review, everything is okay. But if there was something that really still stands out at the end of the month that you're feeling that really hurt you or someone needs to change, we would talk about, okay, what did you not like? What would you like me to change? And
what can you do better?
What can we do better?
Yeah.
So it was a safe way for us to keep communication, keep everything flowing well while giving each other feedback properly, because it's not okay sometimes to give feedback when your emotions are high and when you're angry and mad.
I get that. Did that work for you?
It worked, actually. It worked very well, which allowed us to actually not hold any resentment or anger towards each other.
Because that builds up, especially for those who are not quite, who don't express themselves as they should, and they just bottle things in. It's horrible, because guess what? Eventually, you're going to blow up.
Exactly.
It has to go somewhere. Something has to give.
Tell us, what are some of the ways you keep your communication open? We'd love to hear.
You know what gets stale quickly? Sex.
SEX, baby.
Oh my God, that will get stale pretty
You
quickly.
and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's
do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. It can get boring. And it's not intentional, really, because when it starts out, again, like I said before, it's exciting. You can barely keep your hands off each other. But then you get comfortable because you know exactly what to expect. You know what move they'll make, and vice versa. And you're like, okay, so how do we keep things exciting?
Right.
Especially
And
when
actually,
things get long enough.
I want to put a disclaimer out there.
Let's hear it.
In this day and age, people, there is no reason why a man should not be satisfying his woman based on the equipment that he was given. If it's not working out for you, go invest in some toys.
Toy is interesting. I'm for it. I'm all the way for it. But there are a lot of men who are still intimidated by toys.
It's okay if you're intimidated and you got it all going on, but if you don't got going on, you have to satisfy your woman, or else they're gonna go out there, woman or whoever else your partner is.
It's not just about if you got it going on. Let me tell you, this toy sometimes will do something that a human being cannot. Honestly, I mean, you really cannot. You're not a machine. So there's some things you can do. So I just advise those who are very hesitant, and sometimes are like, oh my God, this is not for me whatsoever. You know what? Embrace it.
But I have a question.
No,
so if you have a
man
man who is extremely shy or hesitant, like you put it on modesty, how do you bring it up? Do you just in the middle of the session just whip out a toy, or is this something you talk about beforehand? Because I don't know, I would feel like I would be kind of shy to be like, let's use a toy. I feel like I just have the approach of like, okay, use this now.
If I wasn't satisfied and then he turns over, I'm like, okay, here's my toy, and it's like all the way. But obviously that's the wrong approach to use. Communication is key.
Right.
So I feel like you should say, hey, you know what? Like,
let's spice it up.
Let's spice things up. Like, let's go to a shop that sells sex toys. Check it out together. I think it's actually a fun activity. And you don't have to start like with this humongous like toys that are so intimidating even in sight. You don't have to. Like, I'm not kidding. You can find toys.
Hey, you like what you like.
That's true. If you like that, good for you. But I'm saying for those who've never tried them and they're still intimidated, or even a guy who might be like, okay, I'm not that big. Like, how dare you bring that? Are you trying to like tell me something?
Right.
But say if it's a female and introduce like say like the silver bullet, it's usually like it's the size of a tampon. It's so tiny and discreet, and there's nothing better, I feel, like when you use it together. I mean,
I'll cheers to that, honey.
You know what? Let's drink to that. Let's toast to that. But yes. Embrace the toys. They are not bad. They actually are supposed to enhance.
But don't you feel like sometimes maybe this can become addictive to where now people don't want the real deal anymore, they just want the toys?
I mean, like everything, use in moderation.
And the toys goes both ways. There's toys for men and there's toys for women.
Yes.
So whatever you're into, come on, let's spice things up.